Hi guys, so one of your standards is being able to identify and kind of just explain instruments that are world music instruments. So not the common instruments that we think of when we're thinking of instruments. That would be xylophones, our string instruments, viola, violin, cello, double bass. Our woodwind instruments, flute, clarinet, brass instruments, tuba, trombone, trumpet, you name it. And then let's see, when we use strings, percussion, brass. I think I got it, most of it. And our percussion instruments that we have in music class. So what I'm asking you to do is something a little bit outside of the box. So here's what you're going to do first, okay? I kind of made a false presentation for you just so you could take a look at kind of what I'm expecting. So this here is a Google slide. Well, that's not very easy to see. Let me see if I can. There we go. So this is a Google slide that I made. So this is my world music example by Mrs. B. I chose the country Africa, and here I explained why. So I knew one of their instruments was a djembe, but I wanted to know more. I wanted to learn more about their instruments. I've always been really interested in African traditional music, so that is definitely true because I do think their music is so cool. So here's just like some pictures for visual interest, but notice I like explained the country that I was choosing, and then I said 1, 2, 3 reasons why I wanted to do that country, because I could have picked any, so tell me why. This one honestly is kind of vague and is not that great, so don't be me. All right, let's see. So then when I go to my next slide, I picked 3 instruments. This is my first one. So I talk about here to play this instrument, they have to hold the drum between their arm and their side. When their right hand strikes the drum head, their left hand is squeezing the strings to produce different pitches. So I tell you how to play it, and then I'm like, oh, hey, take a look. So if I go here, I already opened these up so we could avoid ads. But this is the video that I chose. And so notice it's an authentic video of somebody playing it. So don't just pick any, don't pick any YouTube video. I would pick something that's more authentic.
From the Yoruba.
So I noticed, here he is squeezing the drums with his elbow. And I didn't talk at all about this stick thing, which I definitely should have. So, don't be me. And then let's see here. So I talk about the talking drum and I give an example. Yay. Then I'm going to go on. This instrument is called the balafon. Please don't quote me on that because I probably Americanized it hardcore. But I included a picture, which I love. You should definitely do that. Include a picture of your instrument. And upon looking at it, I was like, oh, okay, this seems to be similar to our xylophones in class. Bars are made of wood. They play with mallets. Cool. Let's check it out. So then I found a YouTube video. And it's up here of somebody playing. Notice that it's authentic. I can actually see the person playing the instrument. That's what I want. And I'm going to fast forward just a bit. That is super cool. They're totally jamming. So they're on stands like ours are. I just kind of noticed there's some stuff beneath it. I did not do further research into that. But that is one of the instruments that I chose. And then here's my final instrument right here, the kalimba. So there are 2 different versions I noticed, so I ended up putting 2 pictures on there. And this instrument is made of wood, has long metal pieces that are cut to create different pitches. Sometimes this instrument is called a thumb piano, and there are many different variations of this throughout the world. So what I learned is that the kalimba is not actually just an African instrument. They also have a version in Thailand and a couple of other places, but they are pretty much all the same thing, just made slightly different. So,
One of the great challenges.
I was trying to avoid this, why I pulled it up. Here's my kalimba video. I found this guy playing it, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I watch him play. It definitely doesn't look like a traditional piano like we know it.
Mwana wange, wange, mwana wange, 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 wange.
I just think that instrument is super cool. Like I said, of your research or what you share should be a little bit deeper than what I am sharing. I just did this quickly so that I could share with you kind of what I'm expecting. And then my final slide here is just the things that I learned. So the talking drum is a drum that you squeeze. That's not normal. Usually when you think of a drum, you think of something that you hit. So that's kind of cool that you are hitting and squeezing it. The balafon is not so different from our version of a xylophone. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. And then the kalimba is called a thumb piano because the thumb piano is the most epic word for an instrument ever, and I definitely need to get one for our music group. So this is just kind of what I'm expecting. 3 instruments, pick a country, and you tell me why you wanted to learn about that country and tell me what you learned. That's basically your assignment for this week. I can't wait to see what you come up with. I think that, and pick something cool. Like I picked Africa. I think Africa is super cool, but that's also sort of vague because there are a lot of different places in Africa. So I would say like the more specific you can be, go for it. And feel free to, share more information if you found some interesting stuff, because chances are I'm going to learn a lot from this too. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to comment on our Google Classroom page, or you are more than welcome to email me. I am here for you. I get an email every time I get a notification as soon as you send me something. So I will be here for you. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. So have fun, pick something you want to learn about, and make it your own, okay? Cool. I can't wait to see them, guys. Bye.